Hello to all my friends out there. Hi you guys, I thought I would switch it up. So I've been working on the home decor and what you see is what you get. I was just trying to get my living space just not too messy, just not too cluttery, and something that I could handle for the rest of the year until Christmas. So I think I succeeded. So I have two paintings. And they were cheap too. And I have my bowls and I have my vase, and you know, that is good enough. So I bought small, this is Diet Dr. Pepper, and I thought maybe, you know, smaller cups will help. Smaller plates, smaller bowls, we'll see. Okay, so this video is, I bought 4 things to stock up on just in case there was a food shortage. So let's start over here. Okay, the first thing I bought was 25 pounds of yellow cornmeal, and this was $1 cheaper than the other big bag, and it was Quaker Oats, and it's good until December, so say about a year. And so what I will do is I will just make 1 loaf of regular bread and 1 loaf of cornbread. What I will do, and I learned this from Jan from New York City Saves Money, I will just add an extra egg to my cornbread recipe, and then I will make it into a little loaf, and I keep them in the freezer. So because of this conflict in the Ukraine, we could start experiencing corn shortages. So I want to talk to you for a minute. We went over this. We'll do the Rancher Stockpile. Rancher Stockpile: beans, biscuits, dried meat, dried fruit, coffee, and salt pork. So if you're going to be eating beans, it's going to be so much better if you have cornmeal, because then you can make cornbread. So let me give you a shot. I hope this shows up. I have my camera going and I can't see what's going on. So I guess I might as well give you the Pioneer Stockpile. So this is going to help when you figure out how to stockpile. So, you know, 25 pounds, it was $14.98. The Pioneer Stockpile is flour, cornmeal, potatoes, I have the potatoes back here, beans, rice. Also, they're saying don't be so sure we're not going to have a rice shortage. Okay, we know China has been hoarding wheat, probably anything else like food. Salt, sugar, lard, bacon, fruit, and you know, I made raisins and those were highly successful. So here it is. I hope this is showing. Okay, so that was number 1 thing. So I bought 25 pounds of flour, 25 pounds of sugar, and now 25 pounds of cornmeal. I'm going to buy another big bag of rice just to make sure. It's not expensive at this time, but it could get that way, right? So we want to make sure we're stocked up. We don't want to find ourselves standing in a long food line. Then I bought 5. I had oatmeal, but the dollar store had these. And I use these to make granola. So if you have granola and you don't have any milk, you can eat the granola. Let me give you my granola recipe, the one I like. It's very easy. So you just need, I usually make it with 3 cups rolled oats. And then I use 3 cups of like coconut to equal 3 cups. Coconut, nuts, that's why I made raisins and banana chips. The dehydrated, at certain times of the year when you can find the grapes, that is the time when you want to buy grapes and make raisins. So an assortment: 3 cups of oats, 3 cups of nuts, various kinds of nuts. Oh, I wanted to mention this. I found this in my purse. Tomorrow I have to pay for it. I did not put this in my purse, but this is a nice little assortment and it's only $1. So one of these would be fine. I usually use like half a cup of raisins, half a cup of coconut, and then, 2 cups of assorted nuts. Last time I had blueberries, dry blueberries. Okay, so you mix that together. Then you add 1/2 to 1 cup honey or maple syrup and a dash of salt and 1 teaspoon vinegar, and you heat that. You pour it over your oats, and then you bake 300. Is it showing? Here it is. So you can also make oatmeal cookies. What I used to do when my son was little is I used to make oatmeal cookies with all kinds of nutritious stuff like nuts and seeds. So cornmeal, oatmeal, and then I bought 5 of those oatmeals, and I bought 5 of these brown sugars because these are soft. And when I was looking for brown sugar, they were hard as rocks, so that's unacceptable. So I had some, are these a pound? Yeah, so I bought 5 pounds of brown sugar so I can make my granola. And then I have these in the stockpile. You need honey, or if you have maple syrup, that's good too. But I already had that. And this is the one, so I bought 5 of these, even though I have 25 pounds of flour, and I have, down here, I'll show you, this is probably about 10 pounds of flour, because if you don't have this, you're not going to be able to make bread. Not going to be able to make pancakes. You're going to basically be in a world of hurt. And then from now on, at the beginning of every month, I will buy 10 pounds of potatoes. I have been eating this for at least 15 days, and I still have 10 potatoes left. So what I've been making is potato bread, and I made the most delicious cinnamon rolls. I made potato bread. I spread brown sugar, cinnamon, and just rolled it up and baked it. It was very, very delicious, and it was nutritious with the potatoes. So if you're not a lover of potatoes, you know that I do like potato soup. And if you have you don't have to have a good recipe, but potato soup with clams, with oysters, with hamburgers, with sausage, with bacon is good. And so you won't starve. And then I took this can of beans out because this is going to make some good refried beans. And this is a road-tail tomato because you can pulse this a couple times in the blender and then you'll always have salsa. But I discovered recently that Walmart does have cans this size of salsa. Okay, this is chili beans with chili peppers, onion, garlic, and zesty tomato sauce. So if you have this, your refried beans are going to be so much better. And so the way I like to make refried beans, and I have a lot of new followers, so forgive me, but if you fry 2 pieces of bacon, remove the bacon, and fry a little piece of chorizo in your bacon fat, then add your beans and refry after the chorizo is fried. And you have to be careful because chorizo burns. And then you mash your beans. They're really easy to mash when they get hot. And then start adding milk and get them nice and creamy. That is going to give you some good refried beans. And you can make tostadas, burritos, make them as thick as you want. And then I bought 2 kinds of vinegar because this is going to protect us from getting sick. And I saw the big gallons were $5 at Smart and Final. So I will probably buy a gallon of vinegar. And so you just eat a tablespoon. What I've been doing is putting vinegar in half and half, and it makes a nice like buttermilk, and I just drink it. Okay, for lunch, I put this on the thumbnail for you guys to see. It was 2 egg rolls, so I had frozen egg rolls and 3 nuggets. I had frozen nuggets. So I ate all my pizzas that I bought cheap. And I thought, you know, I think for lunch, I like pizza better than like egg rolls or fish sticks or nuggets. So after I eat these, I think I'll just buy pizzas and cut those up. Okay, I want to talk to you now about this, what we're going to do with this crisis, the Ukrainian crisis. We're going to look at the big picture, right? The macro picture, and then we're going to try to imagine the micro, the small, the individual. Okay, the Ukrainians are running 2 places, Finland and Poland. The Catholic Church was mainly the one that said go to Poland. So you have to like be thinking about this. And there's been some nasty reports of certain factions that we wouldn't want to be around. So we look and we go, what is actually going on here with the Ukrainians? Well, they're getting help, but they're not getting any military help. They're getting weapons and things like that. So, okay, now fast forward and say, even if this turns out well, do I think this is the end of it? No, I do not. Okay, for micro, say if there is some kind of food shortage, you might be given food, but is it really going to help you? Is it going to be bread, milk, bread and butter, milk, eggs, and cheese, and meat? You know, if you have sugar, is it going to be sugar? You know, you can get by for a while, but if you don't have any protein and you don't have any fat and you don't have any sugar, so that's why we want to be thinking about this stuff. Do we have oil? Do we have eggs? Okay, if you stockpile cream in the can, you can kind of substitute that for, say, 1 egg. Okay, so now, we're looking at the macro and the micro. We're looking at countries that are already poor, and we're saying, what is going on here? Okay, now we want to look at history. The Depression was from 1929 to 1941. World War II was 1939 to 1945, began in Europe. Germany invaded Poland. So we're going, Finland and Poland. I think maybe it might be better to go to Finland. So, you know, you have to be careful because having never been through some kind of situation, it's quite possible to run to the most horrible place possible. They're saying, you know, I watch a bunch of prophecies done by the Catholic Church, and I thought, I don't know about relying on a church. I think you would decide to yourself, if I had to go as far as Poland, how far is it for me to get totally out of Poland, or how far is it to get totally out of Finland? Now, they're saying there's going to be terrible floods. This is some prophecies in Germany and all the countries around Germany, and they're saying France is going to burn. So, I mean, maybe this is all, you know, nothing, but we can take that into consideration. So, okay, I will show you my home decor a little bit better, and then that'll wrap it up for tonight. Oh, I hope this doesn't disconnect, because that does happen. So what I want to show you is down under here, I put food. So I bought that painting a while back. This one was really cheap. The glass bowl's best part of it. So here is my, we don't want to show the picture. My son doesn't want to share Okay, so that's good. Here is my shell. That's good. I bought the pillows at the thrift store. I bought this Afghan at the thrift store. I bought this Afghan at the thrift store and these two pillows at the thrift store. And I moved my lamp over into that corner. So, you know, that is, I have my YouTube set up in the way. So, okay, that is home decor on a budget. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to fix your house up, instead of going, oh, I need everything, just, you know, buy a couple pillows and maybe a new painting, maybe some kind of, and say, is my other stuff okay? Oh, here's my cheap shoes. Okay, you guys, God bless you all.